In this video, we will study the components common to all cells and the functional differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Let's take a look at a prokaryotic cell. As all cells, there is cytoplasm inside of the cell membrane. All cells require ribosomes. Ribosomes are the structures that make proteins from the instructions coded in the messenger RNA. There is a nucleoid region where the DNA is present. This is not the same as the nucleus in an eukaryotic cell, but it's the area where the DNA is more densely found, even though it's not surrounded by any membrane. There is the plasma membrane that is enclosed in all the components of the cell. There is a cell wall covering the plasma membrane. The cell wall is made of peptidoglycan in bacteria. Archaea cells also have cell walls, but they're not made out of peptidoglycan. Some bacteria cells may have an additional layer of protection, this is called a capsule, and some may use a flagellum for movement. This is another prokaryotic cell. This one is a photosynthetic bacteria called prochloron, and you can see the nucleoid or the region where the DNA is, and the green color is from the pigments that are used for photosynthesis. It also has cytoplasm, has a cell wall for protection, and inside a plasma membrane. And you can see this infoldings of the plasma membrane to increase the surface area for holding the proteins necessary for photosynthesis, and also isolating the reactions that happen during photosynthesis. Since prokaryotes do not have membrane-bound organelles, they have no way to isolate reactions or isolate components inside their cells. The way they achieve some degree of compartmentalization is by folding the cell membrane and creating these little compartments that are not completely sealed. Just before we pass to the next slide, take a few seconds to observe how similar this prokaryotic cell is to a chloroplast in a plant cell. And this observation makes sense since chloroplasts appear to have derived from free-living photosynthetic bacteria, just like this one here. Now let's take a look at an eukaryotic cell, and this is an animal cell, as you can notice by the absence of a cell wall or in the absence of chloroplast. Just as the cells we've seen before, there is also DNA material. In this case, is enclosed inside a nucleus, enclosed in a nuclear envelope. There are also ribosomes. Now some of these ribosomes are associated to this membrane system called the rough endoplasmic reticulum. There is also cytosol, that's where all the organelles are in. They also have a cell membrane. But as you can see there, all these different compartments and new organelles, now the presence of organelles that were not in prokaryotic cells. And also notice mitochondria. Mitochondria originated from free-living bacteria. A plant cell has many of the components of the animal cell. Now, in addition, it also has chloroplast, as we mentioned, and it still has mitochondria in plural.